the coach of the UAE National team. The nickname Terminator for his famous tackling skills during the 1991 Rugby World Cup. Now he lives in Dubai and coaches. Now he lives in Dubai. Mr. Apollo, before I start the interview, I would like to ask a question. How did you like our school?
It's amazing. And some of the things that you guys are doing in the school is amazing. The technology and the presentation was amazing. Did you do it? You guys did do a good job. I did like it.
Thank you. Mr. Apollo, what inspired you to take up rugby?
When I was 5, I was born in a small island called Samoa, which is just north of New Zealand. And we moved to Samoa when I was 3, and then at the age of 5, we didn't have a lot. There was always a rugby ball around, and so myself, my cousins, my brothers and sisters, I'm the youngest of 8 kids, and I got to pick up the rugby ball at a very young age and run around, and then I found myself that I was pretty good at it when I was a kid. So I started playing at 5 and then retired at 35.
Can you tell us more about your experience while playing rugby at school?
When I was at school, I went to school in Auckland, New Zealand, and I started playing at the primary school level, and rugby was a sport that everybody played at school. Even the girls played rugby at school. So in the school that I went to, it was probably the main sport. We didn't play a lot of football. Rugby was the sport that every school in majority of the schools in New Zealand would play. And so every chance we got to, at break time we played rugby, at lunchtime we played rugby, after school we played rugby. And I lived in a neighborhood that was always, everybody was always outside. The only time we came back inside the house was when it got dark and the lights came on. The street lights came on, that showed us that it was time to go home. But we played rugby pretty much most days. And another sport called cricket, where we use a bat. So we grew up playing rugby and cricket. But school, everybody in school played rugby.
So you were saying everybody in school played rugby, and that's what helped you slowly but surely improve over time?
Yes, it did. And because everybody played rugby, it was very competitive to make teams. And if you didn't train hard and you didn't work on your skills, you got left behind because everybody else, there were so many kids to choose from. And the school that I went to, there was 1,200 boys. The high school I went to was 1,200 boys, and there was only one first 15, and you can only select 25 to 30 boys to play in the top school team in school. So you had to work hard. So I did the extras, or go for an extra run, do a few more push-ups, then trying to beat my other competitors to make sure that I got selected.
Thank you for sharing. What is your most memorable match?
Most memorable match, you kind of mentioned it, that there's a lot of matches but the match that probably gave me the name Terminator, as you mentioned, back in '91 was we played Wales in the World Cup and we were playing at Cardiff Arms Park, which is one of the main stadium in Wales. And it was their home game, and in front of 70,000 people, I accidentally put 3 people in hospital. It was an accident, my son. Just to let you know, it was an accident. I wasn't on purpose. I just accidentally stopped them by using a forceful shoulder contact, and I knocked one guy and broke his ribs. And then I broke a rib, and then I did a guy's collarbone. And then a guy came to try and tackle me, and I put my shoulder down and hit his arm, and I broke part of his forearm. Yeah, another accident. I said, don't ever think of me like that. So everything you're hearing right now is everything's accidental. So, and then they went to hospital. It was a very physical game. We won the game, and after that they had it on the newspaper that the Terminator had come into Wales that day and put 3 people in hospital. So I was named Terminator for a long time. It's hard to maintain a name like that because then everybody wants to put me under, they want to try and get me, so it was tough. So yeah, but again, that was an accident.
Thank you for sharing this story.
You're welcome.
What specific skills did you develop when playing rugby that you find helpful in your coaching and community work?
Teamwork. Playing the game of rugby is all about being part of a team. So I can't do my job if you don't help me, support me in doing my job. And that's what we call teamwork. And one of the things that I found is that everybody has a role. Everybody has a role in this team. And now in life, we all have a role in what we do, whether it be in business or in life in general. We all have a certain role that we contribute to the team efforts. So teamwork is probably the best lesson that I've learned from playing rugby, and I apply that in life, in work. I'm the current CEO of UAE Rugby. I look after and manage and look after the running of the game of rugby here in UAE, on top of being the coach. So it's a big responsibility, but it requires a team. I can't do it on my own. It requires everybody else within the organisation and the clubs and the community to all work together. So teamwork, Hassan.
You are the national coach, and you have coached athletes in schools as well. So what is the one special advice you would give to youngsters today?
I guess the advice that I always say to people, don't be afraid to try something. Don't be afraid. Be creative in life, be creative in the game, on the pitch. I'm a big believer that if you've got a certain talent, don't be afraid to activate that talent. So don't be afraid of trying, give everything a go. And I'm like this, it was amazing just watching that video, seeing that who was it that designed the dress with their eyes? Wow, that's amazing. And that's something I can't design a dress, even if I tried. Yeah, it's amazing that it doesn't stop anybody from achieving their goals in life.
Thank you for sharing some advice for young athletes.
You're welcome.
What inspired you to join the 100 World Legends team, and how has the journey been so far?
Sorry, could you repeat that again? What was the...
What inspired you to join the 100 World Legends, and how has the journey been so far?
The inspiration to be part of the 100 World Legends is that we are all... See, the 100 World Legends is made up of all former international rugby players. And we've all had the highs and lows of being an elite athlete that played at the highest level in front of thousands and thousands of people. But finally, we want to do something that's more fulfilling. And I think we can play rugby, we get all the accolades, it's great. But sometimes we want to do something that's fulfilling, that's giving back to people. And the 100 World Legends are a group of middle-aged, former rugby players, broken, that want to just do things and help and support and give back to communities, and just make a difference, I guess, because everything's been one way. We take, as professional rugby players, we just take. We take accolades, we take all the things that we achieve, it's taking, but it's not giving back. We're entertainers. I agree, we are entertainers, but we don't give in the form of service, if that makes sense. So the 100 Legends, World Legends, it's groups of players that are giving back as an act of service, giving their time. A lot of the players actually take time off work, leave without pay, to come over here to be part of the group, and we do a lot of different events all over the world, whether going, digging up holes and helping build a house or a school, or just playing golf and raising funds. If that helps and supports people, that will do whatever it takes. So that's why I wanted to be part of the 100 World Legends, is to give back to people.
Thank you for sharing your time with the 100 World Legends.
Thank you.
On behalf of all the students and staff of Noor, I would like to say a big thank you for your valuable time.
Thank you. And on behalf of the 100 World Legends and UAE Rugby, I'd just like to thank you, Noor, for the invitation, for the distinguished guests here today. It's been a real privilege, and I stand here on behalf of all the guys who would love to be here, and to say it's a pleasure and very much welcome, and we're glad that we can.
Have a nice day.
You have a lovely day. Thank you.